when the first class upper limit 20, which is carry for the second class for lower limit, now it is looking like exclusive data. Once you calculated the n by 2 value, now immediately we need to locate based on the as more value, more than the 15. If you take the together frequency total 50, the highest value from the frequency 50. Now 50 is getting equal now. The first one, draw a 2 ogive. Ogive means there are 2 ogives. One is less than ogive and more than ogive. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Natesh, lecturer in Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU. So we are in the Unit 1, Session 4, third semester BCom Business Statistics. The first unit name is Statistical Data and Descriptive Statistics. Statistical Data and Descriptive Statistics. So today my agenda is, so in the last session I have explained the median related to discrete series, group data and ungrouped data. So in this session, the main focus on median under continuous data. So in this format also I will explain. Even we are together, we are solving a few problems. Okay. So moving forward, now continuous data, always you have to remember there are two classes who are given. One is inclusive data and one more is exclusive data. When you are trying to do any problem, obviously we are depending for exclusive data. In case if they are given for inclusive data, you need to remember, okay. So after conversion of exclusive data only, we are able to solve the problem. Exclusive data, again one more time I am saying, when the first class upper limit 20, which is carry for the second class for lower limit, now it is looking like exclusive data. So when you are trying to do for continuous series, when you are finding a median, we need to follow. There are 5 steps is very important. The step 1, first one, find out the cumulative frequency. With the help of frequency, we are trying to find out cumulative frequency. So just one example here. The first frequency, whatever it is given. So how we are trying to do for cumulative frequency? The first frequency as it is you write. 1 whatever it is given as it is. The second frequency you try to add. 1 plus 3, 4. Now third frequency 4 plus 7, 11. 11 plus 12, 23. 23 plus 5, 28. 25 plus 2, 30. Now if you add frequency total, the n is equal to 30. The first step you have completed and second step. So here in the same, if you take example for here and 30, the total frequency total is 30. 30 divided by 2, we are getting 15. Okay. So next step. Now once you find out the n by 2 value, immediately we need to go for the third step, locate the value which is more than n by 2. Now n by 2 value we are getting 15. In this frequency, cumulative frequency, we have to locate for more than 15. Now more than 15 means I need to locate this particular class is coming under median class. Once again, after calculation by 30 by 2, we are getting 15. Now we need to do for location third step, locating. How we can locate what the after calculating n by 2, 15 I am getting. That's what the 15 I need to assume from the cumulative frequency more value. That's what I will consider this class is a median class. So once I located, then go for reading the fourth step. Read the corresponding class. This is a median class. Just now I told the first step cumulative frequency. The second step, now you are taking n by 12, the formula for median. The third step, locate. Now I have located this class is coming under 15 category because I need to consider more than the 15 whatever I calculated. So third step, now read the correspondence class. This is a median class, that is the class where median is lying. Now the median calculation after calculating n by 2 I am getting 15 which is lying in this column. Okay. Now fourth step I need to apply the final formula like m is equal to, m is symbolically representing median. So m is equal to L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by f into class width. Okay, each class having a 10 width. Okay, so in this, once you identify this median class, the L is a lower limit. Lower limit L plus I am writing 40 is my L value. Now N is, I don't want to apply once again. I can directly take 15 is my calculated value, already calculated. Now third one, CF is a cumulative frequency. Pre-median class. Pre-median class means what? I need to take whichever the class is identified or located as a median class. So before the cumulative frequency, which is it is 11. Now cumulative frequency means pre means I need to go for back value. So backside value, it is frequency 11. The frequency, the respected in this class, respected frequency 12. No, so I am writing 12 is my frequency. Now last, each class width I am getting 10 difference. No, so that's what I am writing. The class width will be equally 10. So how it is, see, the data whatever it is then, so it is very clearly now the same calculation I have shown in the different, say the median class, this class is called for median class. Okay, so the same step whatever I did in the previous slide, the same thing it is repeated here. Okay, so better we are trying to solve problem. So here the always you need to remember the continuous data means always which is a group data. Group data means frequency. Okay, in the group data frequency, now after taking total we already solved. Now better we'll try to go for previous problem, because say the same information, using this information I have solved one by one according to stepwise. The first step what I did for cumulative frequency, because in the question it is given, the frequency is given. With the help of frequency, we are trying to find out cumulative frequency. That is the first step. Now second step, n by 2, because you know the total of frequency, right? So that 30 we are getting. Now we are applying for this formula to simplify the value. 30 divided by 2, 15. Okay. Again the third step, locate. Once you calculated the n by 2 value, now immediately we need to locate based on the as more value, more than the 15. More than the 15. So more than the 15 means, say after 11, the value is now 23. Now I will consider this class is called for median class. Are you getting? Okay. Now once you located the median class, now I need to go for the fourth step, like read the corresponding class. Now I consider the complete under class interval, frequency and cumulative frequency all together. I have just underlined. Okay. So now once I have located the median class, immediately I will try to go for the fifth step, like applying the formula. The formula is a very simple. Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency into class width. Okay, so according to this formula, whatever it is, the information is required. According to this formula, whatever information is required, I have written completely. Now median I need to find out, because I have all this information in this question after fulfilling my fourth step. Okay, now here lower limit is in the median class, lower limit is 40. 40 I have written, and n by 2, instead of writing, simplifying once again, I have already calculated, 15, directly I am writing. Then also I have specified here 30 divided by 12, because using this formula I got final 15. Okay, now according to formula there is cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means, see, in the previous cumulative frequency. So in the cumulative frequency 11 it is. Okay, now we need, according to formula, we need frequency. In the median class, what is my frequency? 12 I have written. Okay, now last formula, according to formula, again C is there, width is required. So each class having a 10 width. So I have written in the C place, I have written 10. Okay, now we can simplify, because all the formula contain whatever it is there, we got all the informations. Okay, now moving forward, using the 5 steps, so we are in the final step. Now apply the final formula, because according to formula whatever it is required, so now we need to find out median, right? So now according to formula we need L is 40, because we already identified based on the median class. Now n by 2 we are already simplified, 15 we are getting, 30 divided by 2 we are getting 50. According to again the formula base, we are getting cumulative frequency is required. Cumulative frequency, which is always you have to remember previous value or pre-model. From the cumulative frequency we need to assume pre. So when we are taking cumulative frequency 11, now again the frequency also given in the median class, we are getting frequency 12, which is already it's there according to formula. Even last C, each class width I am getting here 10. Okay, now easily we can simplify because all the information whatever is required for substituting the formula, simplifying the formula we got. Okay, now in place of L I am writing 40 because my lower limit is 40. Okay, now plus in place of n by 2 I don't want to write 30 by 2. So instead of writing 30 by 2 I've already simplified 15 we got, right? So minus in place of cumulative frequency we have already got, we know 11 is our cumulative frequency because pre-class value. Okay, so 11, 15 minus again see the 40 plus the n by 2 place I am getting 15. Okay, minus sign. Now 11 how are you getting? Because in the formula having cumulative frequency, the cumulative frequency always you have to assume in the previous class 11. Now respected frequency in the median class 12. Okay, now each class width is C. Each class width how much you are getting? We are getting into 30. Now this is after we identify all the value, we are writing according to formula. Now we can simplify. So 40 as it is. So 15 minus 11, 4 divided by 12 into 10. Now again one more time we can go for simplification. 40 as it is I am writing. So 4 into 10, 40 divided by frequency place as it is I am writing. Now I will simplify this one first. Now m is equal to 40 L place I am writing same 40. Now 40 divided by 12 if I simplify I am getting 3.33. Now if you take together, so my median is 43.33. So which is there in the question, length of the rod. So that's what I am writing, 43.33 length of the rod. Moving forward for next. And one more question here. See, the calculate median from the following data regarding the monthly income of group of the person. Okay, so when it is given like this, so now we need to convert. Okay, because which is a less than means which is left direction. So left direction lower limit is missing. Now I just want to write in the class intervals. Okay, how I can write here less than 3,000. Less than 4,000, less than 5,000, less than 6,000, less than 7,000. Even the number of frequency, how it is given? Now it is in increasing order. Increasing order means which is whatever it is given, which is we need to consider which is it is there in the cumulative frequency. If you try to do problem, we need frequency. The frequency only we need to identify. How we with the help of cumulative frequency, how we can get the frequency, I will explain. Here say the class interval whatever it is there, which is left direction. So I will write left direction. Lower limit is 2,000 because each class having a 1,000 difference, right? So that's what I am writing here, 2,000 to 3,000. So 2,000 to 3,000, 3,000 to 4,000, 4,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 6,000, 6,000 to 7,000. Now in the question cumulative frequency is given. Now cumulative frequency I have, which is I have clearly specified, cumulative frequency is given. What is missing? Frequency is missing. Now I need to get frequency. How I will get? The 10 as it is I am writing. Now 22 minus 10 I am getting 12. Okay, again 37 minus 15 if you try to do. See the same 10 whatever it is given as it is I am writing 10 plus the first class frequency is 10. Second value how I am getting? 22 minus 12. 22 minus 10 I am getting 12. First value as it is the frequency whatever it is given which is as it is I am writing 10. Second frequency how I am getting? The second cumulative frequency value 22. 22 minus 10 if you subtract you will get 12. Now third frequency how I am getting? 37 minus 22 if I do I will get frequency 15. Now the fourth frequency how I am getting? 45 minus 37 if you do you are getting 8. Last frequency how I am getting? 50 minus 45 5 I am getting. Now if you take the together frequency total 50, the highest value from the frequency 50. Now 50 is getting equal now. Okay. Now once we are getting the frequency, now first we need to do according to the median class in the continuous series. The step 1 is always cumulative frequency. So which in the problem only they are directly given cumulative frequency. We don't want to convert again, but according to format we are writing first class interval, second one frequency which is not given. So with the help of cumulative frequency I just found the value for frequency. Okay, now frequency it's given. Second step n by 2, because we need to locate the median class. No, that's what we are doing for n by 2 second step. So 50 frequency divided by 2, you are getting 25. Once you are getting 25, now this is nothing but your n value, n by 2 value. So now the third step, locate the more than the n by 2, now say more than the n by 2, 25 more than, from the cumulative frequency you have to go always for more than 25. So in this case I cannot take because which is less than 25. Okay, now in this case I can take because which is more than 25. Okay, now this class I consider, now read the correspondency class, now this class interval, how much we are getting, lower limit 4000, upper limit 5000. So now this particular class I can call it as a median class. Okay, now this class is called median class. So once you identify the median class, now finally we are trying to solve final formula, the same formula, m is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF means cumulative frequency divided by respected frequency in this class into class. Each class how much we are getting width or difference, 1000 we are getting. Okay, moving forward, the same format I have written one more time because I need to solve the final steps. The final steps having a formula, the formula whatever it is there, now we need to identify what is the value for the each and every elements. Okay, here L is identified, lower limit 4000. n by 2 we already simplified 50 by 12. Instead of writing n plus 50 divided by 2, I am directly written 25. Okay, if you want you can write one more time, n plus you are writing 50 divided by 2 if you are getting 25. And the cumulative frequency always median, the whatever you assume the median class before the value which is called as a cumulative frequency, before the class of cumulative frequency. Okay, so that is called pre-value from the cumulative frequency. So here 22, and in this class frequency is given. It is not given, we already we converted into frequency, that's what we are getting frequency plus 15. Okay, so with the help of cumulative frequency we just identified frequency value 15. Now 1000 how we are getting, because each class having a 1000 difference, no, that's what width I need to write for 1000. And now we are trying to convert into the format like a formula, how each and every place we are writing. Now L place we are writing 4000. N by 2 place I am writing 25. CF place I am writing, cumulative frequency place 22 I am writing because previous value, no. So divided by F place, frequency place I am writing 15. And now C place I am writing 1000. Now again I can go for one by one simplification. How? Now first we need to remove the bracket. Okay, that's what as it is I am writing 4000 plus 25 minus 22, 3 I am getting, divided by 15 into 1000. Now again I will remove the bracket. Okay, how I can remove the bracket? The 4000 place I am as it is I am writing. Now 3 into 1000, 3000 divided by 15. Again I will simplify this one. 4000 as it is I want to write. Now 3000 divided by 15 if I try to do, I am getting 200. Now final median value, the 4200, the final median value is 4200 monthly in income, because in the question it is having monthly income. Okay, moving forward, so in the syllabus it is very clearly specified. Along with the problem we are trying to focus on the determination of median or quartile etc. are graphical method, but we are trying to focus on median because in the syllabus they are not specified quartile and decile and percentile. So we are it is clearly transparently it is clearly specified median. Okay, so with the help of a graphical method we are locating the value for median. Okay, there are two methods are clearly specified. Median can be determined graphically by applying any two of the following method. There are two methods are given. So which method is the first one? Draw a two ogive. Ogive means there are two ogives. One is less than ogive and more than ogive. See, one by less than method, one is less than method. Less than method always in the graph sheet which is going for the right direction, which is a right direction. So when we are trying to do for the less than cumulative frequency, okay, less than method, we will always consider for upper limit. We will always consider for upper limit. That one you have to keep remember always. And when we are trying to do for more than method, we will consider more than graph is going from the which is going for the left side. Less than which is going from the right side. So when we are trying to do for more than method, we will always consider lower limit. Lower limit in the class interval. You have to remember. Once again I am repeating. So when determination of median with the help of graphical, okay. So when we are trying to locate the median with the help of graph, we have two methods. One is to using a two ogives, or two, in case you can say it is a less than method and more than method. Okay. So less than method and more than method. Less than is always going for the right side. More than is always going for the left side. Okay, so this graph is called graphically, which is representing the to just find out the median value. So from the point where both this curve intersect, see now look at this. When we are trying to do with the help of less than method or more than method, obviously it will intersect, no, which is connecting. This point is considered as a median, okay, wherever exactly which is locating for the X series, so that we can identify the median value because using a less than and more than curve. Okay, so intersect, where it is intersecting, this point. Intersecting other. Draw a perpendicular on the x-axis. What we are keeping dotted line, which is called perpendicular on the x-axis, because exactly the intersecting point we have to always go for the extending the line with the help of dotted lines. Okay, so that we can identify the median. The point where this perpendicular touch the x-axis, because after intersecting, obviously the intersected point to you have to extend the line, then only we can able to identify the median. Okay, so given the value of median, we will consider where after perpendicular extending for the x-axis. So this particular value, what it is, now it is a median value. Okay, so this is the first method with the help of two ogives. Okay, now directly we can try to do using only less than graph, less than method. Okay, how? Less than method, draw only one ogive by less than. We don't want more than. With the help of less than also we are trying to locate the median value. Okay, so method, take the variables on the x-axis and frequency. Always y-axis will be frequency, x-axis will be something value called income. Okay, so this is x-axis value whatever it is given. Now frequency, whatever observation is given, always you need to consider y-axis. Okay, take the variables on frequency on the y-axis, determine the median value by formula. Formula what? You know the formula, second step formula, n by 2 formula. Locate this value on y-axis, whatever after calculation the value by n by 2, you need to locate the value with the help of y-axis. Okay, and from it draw a perpendicular line. Perpendicular, see, now if you take an example, perpendicular, now after calculating n by 2, you are getting something value. Now the dotted lines will be extending. Okay, so till the graph. So now we are extending for x-axis, which is looking like this. Okay, draw a perpendicular on the cumulative frequency curve. Cumulative frequency, when we are trying to do more than or less than frequency cumulative ogives, when we are trying to do for with the help of 2 ogives or 1 less than ogive, definitely we need a less than cumulative frequency or more than cumulative frequency. So both cumulative frequency is very, very important to do this kind of problems. Okay, so from the point where it is meet the ogive, draw another perpendicular, now one dotted, now which is going from, which is touching from the y-axis to till extending. So just opposite to x-axis, just opposite to x-axis. Now both the point we are able to identify here. So from the perpendicular on the x-axis, the point where it is meet the x-axis, which is called median. Okay, when we are trying to do the problem, you will get much more understanding. You can get more clarity because with the help of problems, you are able to understand much better. Just it is a theory part. Okay, so moving forward for next, in the syllabus, it is clearly specified. So determination of median using graphical method. Okay, so with the help of graphical method, we are trying to locate the median as well as quartile and decile and percentile. Okay, the other partitions value like a quartile also we can able to identify, and decile, even the percentile also with the help of graphical method we are trying to locate the exact value of median. Okay, so now it is very clearly specified in your syllabus in the first unit. So determination median only, they are focusing only on median. So just I will show you how we can identify quartile and decile, even percentile also. Okay, so we are not going for the first method. Now with the help of second method also we are able to locate the median. So in this problem we are able to do applying the second method. Okay, now it is clearly determine the graphically following method number 2. Okay, now there is one question, draw an ogive for the following distribution. How many workers earning wages between 4,860 to 5,430, and also calculate the median with the median wages, because this problem is looking like a continuous data, group data. Now in this case class interval is given and even the frequency also given. So with the help of continuous series and the frequency, you have to convert into cumulative frequency, because when we are trying to do for finding a median, so the whatever the frequency is given as it is we are writing. Moving forward, see, whatever the class interval is given, so I am written as it is 3000 to 3500, 3500 to 4000, 4000 to 4500, 4500 to 5000, 5000 to 5500, 5500 to 6000, and last class is 6000 to 6500. When we are trying to do for the less than cumulative frequency or less than ogive, so we will always focus on upper limit. Okay, we will always focus on upper limit. Now the in the problem, whatever they are given in the frequency, we need to convert. The first step where we need to convert for cumulative frequency. So when we are see the first value 6 as it is, I am writing when I am doing for the conversions cumulative frequency, the first frequency 6. Now 6 plus 10, 16, 16 plus 22, 38, 38 plus 30, 68, 68 plus 16, 84, 84 plus 14, 98, 98 plus 12, 110. So the final I am getting 110. If you take the frequency, the same answer I want to get it. Then the conversions process, the first step is completed. Now it is very clearly they specified in the using a graphical method, we need to locate the median. Okay, moving forward. So for just for your understanding, I have copied one more time here when because the scale part is very important. Now the question is very clear. the number of workers whose wages between 4,860 to 5,430, and 16 how we are getting. I will show you how. Okay, now x-axis I have assumed the wages. So upper limit, I told you when I am trying to do the problem on cumulative less than cumulative frequency, I need to always focus on the upper limit. Upper limit for first number is for 3,500, second number is 4,000, third number 4,500, fourth one 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,500. Now x-axis denote for wages. Now y-axis is a frequency. Which frequency? Cumulative frequency. Okay, normal frequency we won't consider. When we are trying to do for less than or more than, the cumulative frequency only important. Now we are doing for the second method called less than cumulative frequency or less than OGU. So that's what we need to consider for the cumulative frequency. Now the minimum value, least value 6, the maximum value 110. So here the minimum value 6, maximum value 110. So from the Y series, I will take the 20 difference. So from the origin 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100, 120. Now maximum value is 110. No? So that's what I have written. The frequency I have written. Which frequency? This value is cumulative frequency. Okay. So once we are getting, now immediately we need to write the scale. Now x-axis 1 centimeters. No, each centimeters how many units? 500 units. Now y-axis 1 centimeter. No, each y-axis 1 centimeter. What difference we took? We took 20 difference. Okay, that's what. Is it clear? Okay, now the part is, now in the question 4,860, where exactly which is lying? In between 4,500 to 5,000, 4,860. Okay, now from the value you need to go for upward direction. Upward direction means you have to go for the upward direction using a perpendicular line. Like see the perpendicular line. Till where you want to go? Till the less than cumulative frequency curve touching point. Okay, so this is called less than cumulative curve. So less than cumulative OGU also you can say. So once again I am repeating, from the X series we just found the value for 4,860, just mark 4,860. So now you have to go for the upward direction using a perpendicular line. So perpendicular line, the dotted line, so till where you want to go? Till that curve is touching for the ear. So before that we need to understand this curve, how it is getting. Okay, now the first value, the first upper limit is 3,500, the cumulative frequency is 6. So from the 3,500 opposite 6 I just want to mark here. Okay, the second value 4,000, the cumulative frequency value 16. 4,000 just opposite 16 I just want to mark here. Now next one, next class upper limit 4,500, the value of cumulative frequency 38. Now 4,500, the 38 I am just marking here. Okay, now next upper limit is 5,000, the cumulative frequency value is 68. Now 5,000 opposite to 68 I just want to mark 68 somewhere here it is coming. Now next, after 4,000, 5,000, now 5,500 cumulative frequency value 84,000. 5,500, 84,000 I just want to mark here. Okay, now 6,098, 6,098 which is below the 100. Now last upper limit is 6,500, the total cumulative frequency value 110. 6,500 whatever it is there, just opposite 110 I will mark. Now I will extend the line like this. So this is called less than cumulative frequency curve. Less than cumulative frequency curve. Now we got the idea about the less than cumulative curve using a upper class and cumulative frequency value. Okay. So once according to problem whatever they specified, number of workers whose wages for between 4,860 and 5,430, and how many workers? The 16 we are finding just using this. Okay. Now first one 4,860 from the x-axis 4,800 which is lying, 4,500 in between 5,000, in between only 4,860. Now After just marking one value from 4860, now the line, the perpendicular line will go for upward direction till where? So the this perpendicular line is extending till the less than cumulative curve touching point. Okay, so again after touching, then we have to go for the frequency line, left directions. So this line is touching here. This dotted line will be extending for the frequency. The value is now easily we are identified 57. This is touching point for the frequency 57. The same thing, and 5430. Again 5430, which is lying in between 5000 and 5550, I have marked here. Okay, again the same perpendicular line I want to extend for the till the line is touching for the less than cumulative frequency curve. Okay, so after touching, just opposite, just frequency direction, I want to extend the perpendicular line for touching the y-axis. So y-axis it will touch, but the value is found 73. Once again, the perpendicular line from the x-axis will go till it is touching point for less than cumulative frequency. Again, after touching, I want to go extend the perpendicular line for the y-axis. The y-axis will locating exactly 73. Now, easily we got. Okay, now we need to find out the difference. See, I already written 73 and minus 57, we are getting 16. There are number of 16 employees are getting this wages. Okay, are you getting clear? So this graph is clear. Now we are able to identify. Now we got the how many workers we are getting between 4860 and 5040. 16. 73 minus 57, 16. Now a number of employees are getting the same wages, like 4860 and 5430. Okay, moving forward. So again, in the statement I have written here, the number of workers whose wages less than 5430 is 73. The number of workers whose wages less than 4860, 57. The difference, okay, the difference 73 minus 57, 60 number of workers are getting this wages. Okay, now so they told in the question, using the formula we need to locate. So I am going back the previous slide. Okay, here say calculate the median wages using the formula. There are, you know, there are 5 steps are to calculate the median. Okay, the first, whatever the data is given. See, whatever the data it's there here, calculation of median using a formula, using a 5-step, we are able to locate the median value. So here the class interval is given, the frequency is given. Now we need to do for cumulative frequency what we did in the last slide. Same thing, moving forward. Whatever the class, just for understanding one more time, I have written here the class interval, whatever it is given in the question. So as it is, I am written, and the frequency, whatever it is given in the question, I have written same thing. And if you take the total, I am getting n is equal to 110. It is the first step is convert the cumulative frequency. Okay, now find out the cumulative frequency. 6 as it is, I have written 6 plus 10, 16, 16, 16 plus 22, 38, 38 plus 30. 68, 68 plus 16, 84, 84 plus 14, 98, 94 plus 12, 112. Okay, now the first process, first step is completed. Now second step, find out the value for n by 2. N by 2 we are getting 55. After calculating n by 2 we are getting 55. Now 55, which is always you need to assume more than the 55. In this cumulative frequency, more than 55 means this class, this particular class is considered as a median class. Okay, so why? Once again I am saying, after calculating simplifying n by 12, because second step is n by 12, so I am getting 55. The 55 I want to assume, always I want to think more than the 55. More than the 55 from the cumulative frequency means 68. This class is called cumulative median class. This class is called median class. Okay, now I can simplify the formula with the help of all the information whatever it is available. Okay, the formula contain median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by expected frequency into I, or you can say width C. Okay, in this class, median class lower limit is 4500 n by 2 directly 110 divided by 2. If I simplify 55, I am getting, which is your cumulative frequency. Previous class highest whatever you are assumed, now from this value whatever you have assumed 68, now previous class which is called the cumulative frequency value is 38. Previous one, always you have to think, always you have to assume in the previous class. Okay, now 38 and respected frequency is 30, and each class width is 500. Each class width is 500. Now easily we can simplify. Now L plus I am writing 4500, and n by 2 place directly we already simplified 55, and minus sign, and cumulative frequency value 38 whatever. Okay, and respected frequency in this class 30, and into I place or C place 500. Each class width is 500. If you finally as it is, now you have to simplify this one first. Okay, the 4500 as it is I am writing here. Okay, plus sign, 55 minus 38 into 500 divided by 30. If you try to do, you are getting 283.33. Now final answer, if you the median value is 4783.333. Keep on watch for next session. Thank you.